Well, welcome back to another Waynos Fotos video. And one of the biggest things that annoys me in this road cycling industry is when you go out and buy one of these, and then you go out and buy one of these, and then you get this little cleat, one of these here, and you have to bolt it onto here. They give you no directions, they give you no instructions, and they give you no template. So for someone who's actually getting into cycling and wants to go to a clip-in top of pedal system, where the hell do you put this cleat on the shoe? Well, I'm going to show you how after we roll that intro. Well, when you buy these things, these cycling shoes, they're actually pretty expensive, and so are the pedals. Now, when you buy the shoes and the pedals, you don't get any detailed instructions on how to fit these cleats. Now, fitting these cleats is actually pretty important because if you're actually riding fairly often and they're not set up properly, you can actually incur knee or hip pain over some time. So getting them ballpark is pretty important, and that's what I'm going to try and explain to you today. Obviously, for different people, you need to get fine adjustments, but to get you in the ballpark, I'm going to give you some pointers on how you can fit your cleats to your road cycling shoes. Well, there's different brands on the market, but I'm going to be talking about the 3-bolt system, which is generally the Shimano and Look system, which are probably the most two popular ones. There is also the Speedplay, which Wahoo have just bought, but we'll have to sort of wait a bit of time to see how they pan out and what they're going to offer. And I am actually quite interested in their power meter that they're going to be offering. So I might actually purchase one of those and give you guys a bit of a review on it. But currently, let's just get a normal cleat on a road cycling shoe. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to unpack your cleats and you get them out, and you'll actually have a number of washers and you'll actually have a number of screws. And the screws can be fitted using a flat screwdriver or an Allen key. I'll be using an Allen key in this instance. Now, what you need to do is you just bolt them onto the shoe, onto the bottom of the shoe, and then when you actually have a look at the shoe and the cleats just loosely bolted on, you can actually see the variance in position of where you can put this cleat is huge. So where do you put it? Do you push it forward? Do you push it back? Do you twist it, turn it, whatever? Now, what I suggest that you do when you're doing this is that you actually put some marks on the actual cleat and you'll align it with the back of the shoe, because what I found is even though there's increments on the shoe, so if you're changing from your old shoes to your new shoes, you can set up the same increments. They actually not that accurate between the left and right shoe or between other shoes. They're pretty poor. They're not very accurate the way they've been printed on the bottom of the shoe. And the other problem you can have switching from different brands is the actual shoes have a different curvature. Generally, I've found the Italian shoes, they actually have a bigger curvature in them than other types of shoes. And I've got a couple of examples here. You can actually see the DMT shoes has a bigger curvature and the actual Scott shoes have less of a curvature. So this is something you need to take into consideration if you're actually swapping brands when you're fitting your cleat. In this occasion here, I'm not using any Loctite. I'm just screwing on because I want to take them off later. I'm not going to keep these cleats on the shoes. But if I was putting these on permanently, I would be using a Loctite, automotive Loctite, to put the actual screws in. So when I tighten them up, they're not going to come loose. Now, if you've actually ridden for any time around and you've had cleats that come loose, which happened to me, you just can't unclip, because as you twist your foot, the actual shoe just moves on the loose nuts and you can't get out. And it happened to me once, and that was the last time. So using some automotive Loctite is pretty good, and this is the one that I use, and you can get this at usually your local hardware store, so it's pretty common. Now, use a ruler if you can and mark at the back of the shoe and mark the center points of the cleat, and then you can align this up. Now, I found with me, I like to run my heels turned in, so pretty close to the chain stays at the back, and this is where I set them. I like to have them a little bit offset, not to the center, so when I'm pedaling, it feels like I'm slightly pointing my feet out a little bit, like a pigeon does, and my heel comes relatively close to the chainstay. But once you've got this position, you can adjust this to suit your own benefit and just make slight adjustments, and you can use the ruler to actually show how much you've moved. I'd probably change the increments by about 5 millimeters at a time and just see how that feels. but at least it'll give you a ballpark starting position to start from, and the actual, both the cleats on each side will actually be the same. So this is the best way I've found with my shoes, is putting on the cleats. Now, in conclusion, I really don't see why these brands can't make some sort of cardboard template, or you can actually buy some sort of key that's designed for either the Shimano or the Look, and you actually fit this over the shoe and you adjust it, and then the cleat will actually have the angles and positions that you can move with the template. Even if it was just a cardboard one, and it basically just said move this way, this is the average position or something that they would to do to make it easier for someone who's coming into the sport for the first time. Because I remember the first time I put a cleat on a shoe, I thought like, how the hell do you do this, and I was mucking around. I spent hours and hours, because getting back on the bike, getting off the bike, go, no, this doesn't feel right, no, this is not even. And you've got to remember as well, when you're putting the cleat on the shoe, it's backwards. So, when you think you're putting it one way, it's the other way. So if you want the actual heel to be closer to the actual crank, you need to have it more like I've shown when I had the ruler up there, and this actually makes the heel not go straight but points more in towards the chainstay. So guys, let us know down in the comments, if you've had problems putting these cleats on, and the first time you did it, how the hell did you work it out? Or was it just trial and error? And do you reckon you would love to see, when you buy these shoes or buy these pedals, that they got some sort of template that comes in, some plastic template that you can use to set up your cleats to make it a little bit easier, especially for the newcomers to the sport? Okay guys, well that's where I'm going to leave it, and cheers, see ya.